Okay, to start, you're going to want to lay your air items out. Have the female portions of the leg straps, as well as the adjustable D-ring attaching straps, close and nearby, because you're going to need them first. What you're going to do is you're going to take the adjustable D-ring attaching straps, triangle link. You're going to route the white attaching loop through the link. Take the green attaching loop, route it through the white, and then the red through the green. At this time, grab the female portion of the leg strap and route the red attaching loop through the grommet. You can now take the release handle, route it through the harness, and use the pile tape to secure it, ensuring there are no twists in the release handle langer. The red attaching loop that's sticking through the grommet. And once you've done that, secure the release handle cable and the webbing retainer. Do the exact same thing on the other side. Adjustable D-ring attaching straps, triangle link. Routes through the white attaching loop. Green through the white. Red through the green. Also make sure, as I demonstrated, that you're putting the spring opening gate, or the opening gate of the adjustable D-ring attaching strap down into the ground. Once you're finished, this should look something like this. Double check and verify you've done everything correctly before you move on to the next step. Once you've verified that, go ahead, you can stand up, flip over your harness, lay it down nice and flat. I'm gonna grab your ruck. Make sure you've got an E-tool with an E-tool pouch. You're gonna want to put that E-tool right there in the center portion of the harness. You want the bottom of the ruck up towards the adjustable D-ring attaching straps. Now is a good time to make sure that the harness is securely placed around your E-tool. Next, you want to grab an equipment retainer strap, starting from the point of origin right there with the X-block stitching, ensuring there are no twists, and you're going to grab that and route it through this opening on the frame here. It's the largest opening available. Again, ensure there are no twists as you do this. Once you've done this, I see a lot of people make mistakes. Notice how I've routed this equipment retainer strap on the outside of that shoulder strap. You do not want to cut inside immediately. You need to be on the outside and underneath the shoulder strap. Again, starting from the point of origin there with the X-block stitching, there are no twists. Do the same thing on the other side. It's the largest opening in the frame, the top corner. Route it through there. Again, here I'm going to emphasize going around the outside of the shoulder strap. This is what it needed it to look like. And once you've routed them through there, they're going to form an X on the back of your MOLLE. You're going to take the equipment retainer strap and go to the opposite side, and here at the bottom you've got the two big oval cutouts in the frame. You're going to route it to the opposite side and grab the friction adapter and route the equipment retainer strap through there. I like to put my quick release in right away versus trying to cinch down the harness, get it nice and tight, and then try to put in a quick release. By doing this, that allows you to take out the slack as well as adjust the quick release at the same time. When you're doing those quick releases, you want to have 2 to 3 finger length quick release. You don't need it to be too long. Again, same thing, take your equipment retainer strap, route it through the opposite side of the frame's oval cutout, ensuring there are no twists. Once you've done that, route it through the friction adapter, ensuring that you put in a quick release. Also, when you're doing this, you're going to want to try and get these friction adapters as close to the middle of the frame as possible. By doing that, it gets the Xbox stitching on the top of your pack, and it also ensures that you've got a nice solid tight rig on your MOLLE. This is one of those areas you need to S-fold the excess, okay? All over the MOLLE when it comes to rigging, you can either roll or S-fold. This is one of the occasions where you need to make sure that you're S-rolling. If you're ever in doubt of which you can do, S-rolling is always okay. So if you're unsure, just go ahead and S-roll something. You can secure this with a retainer band or tape, masking tape. Do not use 100-mile-an-hour tape, duct tape. It needs to be something that can break away. Ensure that you only have about a 2 to 3 finger quick release in there. And this also will vary depending on the size of your hand, so just make sure it's not excessively large. Once you've completed the quick releases with the equipment retainer straps through the friction adapters, go ahead and grab your lowering line. And I'll make sure you route this north to south or south to north, never east and west. Method I like to do is I just take the looped end of the lowering line and I feed it north to south. So that way, once the looped end is through, all I have to do is feed the entire lowering line through the looped end. I don't have to try and muscle or work my way around underneath those equipment retainer straps, because if you did it properly and you've got them cinched down nice and tight, there's not a lot of room to operate under there. So by doing it this way, it makes it much easier to get the lowering line through the looped end, as well as once you move the crossing of the equipment retainer straps as low as you can, as you see me doing right here. This allows you a little bit more wiggle room to get your lowering line mounted on the left side of your MOLLE along the frame. Be careful also when you're trying to get a tight girth hitch there. Make sure you're not pulling on the lowering line itself or the retainer flap. If you do that, you could easily just pull out the entire lowering line and you have to refold it. Here you can see that cross beam on the MOLLE frame. You need to have one retainer band on each side. You want to avoid having 2 retainer bands on either side, or one on the cross beam and one on either side. By putting one on each side of the cross beam, it ensures you have adequate spacing for the lowering line so that it can sit and rest on the mount, be mounted properly so that it can deploy. Also, when you're routing your lowering line from the girth hitch over to the side of your MOLLE frame, you want to go make sure you can see down there on the bottom that I've actually routed this over the shoulder strap. You do not need to go underneath, you want to go over that shoulder strap. And that should be on your left side as it rests on your body. So verify you got north to south, not east and west, over the shoulder strap, one retainer band on each side of the cross beam of the MOLLE. And at this point, we're almost done. Going to grab the leg straps and take the most direct route to the female portion of the leg strap. You'll see some people like route it all the way around the side of their rucksack, and that's not necessarily wrong, but the manual says to go the most direct route. So there's nothing wrong with going straight up the middle. Go ahead and remove the slack. You may notice that there is like a quarter twist, like a half twist in the leg strap. That's normal. That's okay. That's due to the fact that if you were to route it around your leg, it would naturally twist. So there's no issue there. I just try to put the twist at the bottom of the Xbox stitching. This is one of those areas where I prefer to roll the excess. It allows it to be a little more neater. It lays nice and flat, so that way it's easily stowed here in the webbing retainer. So at this point, you should be finished. I've got a piece of 550 cord here. It's a little bit long, it could be a little bit shorter, but the purpose of it is to place the adjustable D-ring attaching straps and the spring opening gate of the lowering line so that they're not flailing around. If you're ever moving or carrying or picking up your ruck, you don't hit yourself or your buddy. It doesn't get in the way. You also want to make sure that you tighten down the shoulder straps here and secure that excess with masking tape or retainer band. It should also be noted that your entire rucksack should be taken care of in this way. You shouldn't have any loose or dangling straps that just create room for hazard or safety risks. And it looks sloppy. So here you want to verify that you did route the white attaching loops through the adjustable D-ring attaching straps. You routed the green through the white, the red through the green, through the grommet with the cable loop. You've got no twists in your release handle lanyard. Your E-tool is centered, and you want to pull out the excess there in the harness, the adjustable cross strap. You've routed the equipment retainer straps through the top portion of the opening in the MOLLE frame on the outside of the shoulder strap, forming an X with a girth hitch at the lowering line. You've got quick releases in your equipment retainer straps, as well as the excess is S-folded and secured with webbing retainers or masking tape, and it's routed through the oval openings at the bottom or top of your MOLLE rucksack. And that concludes the video.